Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of October 5th, 2025. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a rainy and beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And tomorrow, Monday the 6th, at 11:50 p.m. Eastern, 8:50 p.m. Pacific, we've got the first full moon of fall. The moon closest to the fall equinox is called the Harvest Moon, and it's called that because it rises around sunset for a few nights in a row, and this gives farmers the extra light and more time to harvest their crops. And this full moon officially closes out eclipse season. And it's the biggest and brightest one of the year because it's also the first supermoon of 2025. And it's the first of 3 supermoons in a row because, of course, we'd wrap up this crazy-ass year with a dramatic triple supermoon finale. A supermoon happens when the moon is at or near its closest point to Earth, and this makes it look bigger and brighter and more radiant than a regular moon. And spiritually, that amplified light translates to amplified energy. Full moons are always about culmination, endings, and letting go. But a supermoon amplifies that energy. It's like a big cosmic spotlight is shining on our lives, revealing maybe what's been hidden, what's ready to be released, or who we really are deep down. Supermoons also act like an energetic catalyst and accelerate our personal growth. This is often a quantum leap moment when we have breakthroughs and things move fast. And this is especially true with this full moon because it's in the sign of Aries, which we know is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of action, and Aries represents the spark of new beginnings, and it gets things moving. And right now, Mars is hanging out in Scorpio, and it loves being there. This is powerhouse energy. When Mars moves through Scorpio, we're able to go deep and get really clear on what we want, what we really, really want, and who we are actually underneath it all. And you might feel this extra push to get things done, or finally finish up stuff you just don't really want to do anymore. We're motivated, but we only want to do the things we want to do. Like I have this intense push to do a deep clean of my bedroom and my bathroom, take everything out of the closet and wash it and organize it. Same thing with my bathroom. But I couldn't care less about cleaning the rest of my home. So do the things you feel motivated to do and don't feel guilty about not getting other stuff done. This moon gives us permission to do only what we want to do. Aries is also activated under this full moon. Aries is considered the sister of Mars, so we have a doubling of fiery energy to work with. Aries really represents the burning of bridges, the breaking of rules, and the letting go of who we should be in order to live a life that is aligned with our authentic self. And authenticity is what we're working with for the rest of the year. This whole year we've been undergoing extreme change, releasing shit and having aha moments. All of that was to prepare us for where we are now. And it's time to fully embrace who we are. Being authentic is one of the most powerful things we can be. And authenticity doesn't mean having it all figured out or being perfect. It's simply about being real. It's showing up as you with your truth, doing what you want, saying what you want. When you live authentically, you give others permission to be themselves too, and that's especially important now. With all the craziness in our world right now, it's easy to feel small or powerless. But what I love about authenticity, it's just this quiet, spiritual kind of rebellion. It's saying, I won't let the chaos change me. I won't be afraid. I know who I am and what I stand for. Authenticity helps us be the calm in the storm. On the same day as the full moon, Mercury moves into Scorpio. Mars is in Scorpio right now, and Scorpio energy transforms us. It helps us go deep. So we'll have some deep conversations and big realizations about who we are, what motivates us, what we want to spend our time doing, and if we're following our passions or not. So this moon is a turning point. Something has been building inside of us, and now is the time we let it out. And it's so freeing. But if you aren't used to fully being yourself, it could also feel a little vulnerable and maybe a little scary. So when we combine the energy of the Aries full moon and intense Scorpio energy, It's a time of powerful clarity. Aries wants to address things head on, and Scorpio wants the truth. So things can come to a head in a way that clears the air and brings clarity about who we are and where we're going. And we can get some clues about what's happening in our personal lives by looking at what's happening in the world around us. So this year has really peeled everything back. So many of the systems and institutions we've relied on, like government agencies, our healthcare, even our rights, have been stripped down. And honestly, I don't think most of us realized just how important those things were until they were gone. The same thing is happening inside us too. We've been stripped down in our own lives. All the shiny facades, the stuff we thought mattered, even our faith. It's like life has cleared away the distractions so we can focus on what's real. So if I had to sum up this moon in one line, it would be, shit just got real. So yeah, this is a big full moon. It's intense, fiery, emotional, clarifying, all of it. This Aries supermoon is basically the universe giving us a little nudge, or maybe a shove, toward being our most authentic selves. So here we go. Shit just got real. So it is cold and rainy here today. There's a little dusting of snow on the mountains. I'm going to stay in my pajamas in front of the fire and just read all day. So I love cozy days like this. And as always, thank you for listening and passing the podcast on to a friend. Do what you want to do today and don't feel guilty about not doing anything that you don't want to do. So have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next week.